Hey, what is up, fellow critics? Arno here, back at it with another reaction for you guys. So today we're gonna be checking out Carnival Row season 2, episode 3. Last episode was good. A lot of crazy stuff is happening on the show now. So we see Agreus and Imogen. They went to this port town that's pretty much owned by the Pact. So not exactly what they had in mind was going to happen. They went there, all the men was taking all their stuff. We see Imogen, she was taken away, and she was met by all these Critch that was like living good and all this stuff, and she always known this for the Pack to be some bloodthirsty people and all this stuff. But she met a fawn named Leonora, and so she was talking to her about Agreus and all this stuff, and she was saying that, hey, there was a revolution, and the people fought back from the Pact, and most of the bad people are gone. Also, we see Agreus, and he was almost killed. They said something like he got a lot of people killed. So there's some kind of past going on that we don't know about Agreus, and there's connection to him and Leonora because we see them later on, and Imogen talking about, hey, I met this Leonora, and Agreus is like, I know her. So there's something up in the past between those two. We also see Philo, and he's about to do his plan to let the cat out the bag and let everyone know he is the son of Absalom. And so he was ready to tell it, but we see Vignette had a plan that she and the other Black Ravens were going to crash the party and show exactly what they've been doing to the row and how they just destroying everyone. So they actually brought the one guy's freaking wife, I forgot his name, but how sick she was. She had that disease that all the other Fae were getting, and they were showing like, hey, this is what happened to the row. This is the people of the row. Look what you're doing to us. And then the one freaking detective guy ended up shooting her and killing her right then and there, and all hell broke loose. And then we see Tourmaline. Tourmaline has been going through a lot. Tourmaline, she found out that she's actually possessed by pretty much the spirit of her specs, and she's taken over her pretty much, and she's seeing in the eyes of this freaking creature, and it ended up killing Dahlia and her man. And then that's what we see later on. We see their freaking heads and body parts on the freaking wall that they can see, and they don't know who did it, but they're probably going to blame the people of the Berg. So it's crazy, and I wonder what the hell's gonna happen next. So before we start, guys, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you just subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see this full-length reaction, check us out on Patreon. All right, let's go ahead and start this episode up. Whoa, buddy. Run! Fly! Yeah, she tripping.
Preserve the scene.
You mean this scene? This crime scene right here?
Oh, this dude need to get hit. Yo, I'm telling you, he is not making it to the end of the season. Uh-oh. I mean, he did kill his wife.
You'll only get yourself killed.
I don't think he would have made it anyway. Have a nice little funeral. That's crazy. They can't even have just heads, man. They don't have like bodies.
No more talk about making your lineage public. But last night I got a new idea. If I fail and get arrested, well, we'll go back to your original plan.
What the hell's about to do? All right, he got a plan. I wonder what it is. But if he loses power, then whoever takes over definitely want to open up the rail because they're losing money. It's really bad. The economy is really bad because there's no one working. Really? She's doing it for appearances. That's all this is.
Let my baby die.
Madam, please hold still. We must capture this moment.
So Sophie, I learned about her. She is not as hateful as her exterior is. She has a heart inside. So I guess she has some deeper plan to, I don't know how though, but she has some kind of plan going on.
We were both there when the Harrisbecks breathed their last, so I just thought you might.
Mm.
No.
Uh-oh.
Never mind.
No, explain.
You had a vision of a military man getting jumped.
Thank you, Philo. I realise I'm completely insane.
Nope, you're not.
Tell me everything you saw.
All right. Good. I'm happy Tourmaline said something, and now they're gonna know, hey, we got to figure out what the hell's going on.
I'm going to ask you a very important question. Did you know that the Black Raven planned to disrupt our reception?
Oh, he didn't know that.
No, sir.
Good one. That's an easy one. Oh, good. He doesn't have to lie. Working.
That we need these Fey workers back in our factories to ramp up production and meet this new deadline. We can do it, gentlemen.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Have them ask to get the guns sooner, so they have to hire the Fey, open up the row so they get more workers to, make the guns faster. Makes sense. Good job, Millworthy.
It's been suggested that your sister was not kidnapped at all.
Uh-oh.
That she went with the puck of her own free will.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's so true. He's about to be like, yo, everything. Any money I have left is gone if this if this comes out as true.
Oh, I found the bodies.
Oh. Gross. Oh. 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 Oh, man. Oh. Oh, it worked. Oh, wow. Oh, it's like a man bat. Oh, they're killing everybody. Oh, that thing looks ugly. Okay. Not good, man. They're gonna attack the row. The freaking creatures flying around like, hey, I'm just taking everybody out.
If they cut us, we will cut back.
And
if they shoot at us, nail our heads against a wall, they will pay for it in their own blood.
And here's the thing. By her doing all this, it's probably going to have it where all of the freaking people come in and attack the row. What they're about to do, probably. Oh.
Who are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay.
Think of how far we've come, all we've done to secure your power and position. Do you really want to risk it?
Okay.
You're not Chancellor yet.
So she definitely has a bigger plan. So she wants to take out all the big guys like her father was. So that's just why she's trying to become Chancellor. So I guess she had to sacrifice the row to get this to happen. Okay, I guess so. All right, it makes a little more sense now.
Imogen is all the family I have left in the world. And I would much rather lose my pride than lose my only sister forever.
Or just say, hey, send me the letter and I'll send it through.
It was captured off the coast of Ragusa.
It was captured?
It was a Pactist rebel group called the New Dawn.
Oh, that's the New Dawn.
Please.
Accept it.
Oh, I knew he was coming. I knew it. I knew it.
Loving servant.
I knew it.
Point is, the killer was not human.
Well, it was a human who shot Una.
You can't go after a copper. You've no idea the world is shit. That will
Oh,
bring
come
down all the
on,
row.
bro. She don't even care.
Are you with us, or are you with them?
Yo. Oh, man. She about to do something. I told you she about to do something stupid. All right, that was the episode. Really good one. Really good. So first off, we see that they're looking at the heads on the pike of Dahlia and the other guy. And, they're seeing it and they're trying to figure out what the hell happened. Freaking Dombey, whatever this guy's name is. He and Eric causing trouble. Everyone's pissed off at him. Then we see Philo and he's talking to Millworthy. And, Millworthy is like, hey, I have a plan. So I need you to hold off, continuing your plan. about, saying you're the son of Absalom, all this stuff. Don't do that yet. Let me try this, see if it works. I don't need you to do anything. If I get arrested, you go ahead and go with your plan. So he was like, all right, I'll let you go with your plan. So we see Millworthy talking to the pact guy, and he's saying like, hey, go ahead and go and buy try to get the guns from us, but try to ask for it now, like really fast. And I was trying to figure out like why, what is that going to change? But it makes sense. So we see he goes with the plan. We see Jonah, he's thinking Millworthy is up to something else about the Raven attack. He obviously wasn't. But so the whole situation was they wanted, since they wanted the guns faster, is actually they're going to have to open the row, have the Fae work to build these guns. So it kind of makes sense to be able to open the row at least a little bit to, get them people working, and it helps the economy. So all this stuff. So it actually works out really well, and they decided to do it. We also see one of the politicians was telling Jonah about the fact that how Sophie is actually buying up all the factories, and she's pushing to get all these guns made faster, and she's going to be making profit off of it. So Jonah was like, all right, send me the evidence. Is that true or not? I don't know if he's actually going to react to that or do anything about it. But we see a little bit more with Sophie. So I'm thinking like Sophie's this freaking devilish girl, and she's, she has a hard shell, but she's really soft inside, because we see her talking to her Fae servant, and they had this plan about how for her to become chancellor and take down all those bad guys like her father and take them down. So it kind of makes sense now why she's doing all this. She's has some master plan, and for her to become the chancellor. So she had to sacrifice the row for this to happen. Because earlier we see her actually go to the row and, doing her, appearances and stuff like that, giving medicine and stuff like that. So she was truly upset about what's happening to the Fae. So it makes sense. Like, she actually cares. She's just trying to show that she doesn't. And she's doing really well to show that she is ruthless. It's just only her Fae servant knows that, it's all a front. Also, we see Tourmaline. She actually goes to Philo and was like, hey, are you seeing anything? Or are you having visions? And he's like, why? Because you were there when her respects died, and I would figure she'd be throwing some of that stuff into you. But no, just her. So she actually explains to him about the fact that she's getting visions, and she's seen when the Black Ravens died, and she's seen it through a vision. She's seen it when the copper died, the soldier. And he was like, really? Okay. And he actually believed her because she knew about the soldier who died. So they actually go and try to figure out where, the Black Raven members died, and they found it. It was on top of this, big church. And so they figured no human would do it. And they actually did cut open one of the bodies and had the little ritual where, she's been, reading the guts pretty much. She had a vision that all the people in the row were getting killed and just attacked by, look like coppers maybe, or just people, like just guys in black. And then we seen that gargoyle flying, which is freaking crazy. And then we see Tourmaline come out of the place, and she's screaming. So it's definitely a vision of the future, and it makes sense of what happens later. So we had the funeral of Dahlia and the other guy, and we see Vignette as like, hey, we tried to be nice. We tried to only take a little bit. Maybe they would help us, but it's not working. We need to fight back. And not good. Not good. So we see Ezra, and there's been a lot of rumors going around that, hey, that his sister Imogen actually went off with Agres and not was kidnapped by him. So he's, that's really going to affect his money, the little bit he has left. So he went to go hunt down one of Agres's men that were still, in the Berg. And he went to go talk to him, was like, hey, can you, give me the address or give me some kind of information. I just want to talk to my sister and, let her know I'm being dumb about the whole situation. So the guy was like, all right, I'll give you the information. So he said that they were captured by who? The freaking New Dawn. So we come to find out that that pact, that revolution is actually the New Dawn. So I don't know if they actually explain it. I might have to go back. But when the pack was, talking to the Berg, they were saying, and there's this new group, the New Dawn, but it's actually a revolution group from the pact. So that's actually kind of crazy. So I wonder if Agreus was, obviously he was in good terms with the, original pact. So maybe that's why they're kind of pissed off at Agreus for the New Dawn, because they're the revolution group. And maybe he was I would think maybe he kind of informed on them a little bit, or, he was he was rolling with the pact instead of rolling with the revolution, pretty much like that. So that's actually kind of crazy that the new Dawn is just a revolution, the rebels of the pact, which is actually kind of crazy. So I thought it was just when we seen them at that area, Ragusa, that whatever that place is, I thought it was like that was the pact, but no, that is the New Dawn. So that's crazy. And then we see Ezra, he ends up killing that guy, and it's kind of crazy. But so then we see Philo, and he is looking for Vignette. He needs to tell her, like, hey, what happened, all this stuff. So he goes there and finds her, and he says, hey, I found out that it wasn't a human who killed Dahlia and the other guy. It wasn't, it definitely not human. They couldn't have got up there. Tourmaline had visions, and there's something to do with her specs and all this stuff. So it was definitely not the human. So don't do whatever you're going to do. And then she was like, oh, did Una die by this? Or no, Una died from freaking the one guy. And now they're going to attack the coppers, which is crazy. And we see Philo is like, hey, you can't do that. They're going to attack the row. Like, you mess with a cop, they can just come and burn the whole place down. And Vignette is like, yo, you with us, you without us? Like, you ready to get down, you ready to lay down? Like, Vignette is completely ready to attack. And you know what's going to happen. You've seen the vision. Vignette about to go kill somebody, kill that dude. I told you, he ain't going to survive. They're going to end up killing that guy, and the whole row is going to burn. So it's about to go down. Oh man, really good episode. I'm pumped to watch the next episode. Really good episode, guys. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Leave in the comments below. So thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see this full length reaction, check us out on Patreon. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.